Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Thank you for joining us today. My name's Total Sunbro, and I want to talk about add-ons in WoW. Now, specifically, I want to talk about how to play World of Warcraft in 2023 on controller and have it be like a functional and good experience for you. I had a lot of interest in my last stream where people were asking about, hey, how do you do this? How do you make it work? And so I wanted to make a quick video where I talked about that. So, jumping right in, you can see my UI here on the screen. Let me click back in so you can see my cursor, and then you see a little crosshair come up. So I'm going to line up my cursor roughly with that crosshair, start moving around, and the cursor will disappear, and now that crosshair is essentially my cursor. So what allows me to play WoW on controller is three different mods, and we're going to talk about those here in a moment. So I'm going to switch the screen, pop, just like that. And the first mod that we're going to look at is console port. Now, going into this video, I'm going to assume that you know how to download add-ons. If you don't, Google CurseForge through Overwolf. That will give you the, I guess, like, repository that will allow you to download add-ons. But the very first one you're going to need here is console port. That is what allows you to map your keybinds to a gamepad, and you can use whatever gamepad you want. After you download console port, you need two additional mods to really make the experience. One is DynamicCam. What it essentially does is it gives me control of my camera. So it allows me, once I'm going around with my right joystick, it allows me to move my camera around. It also, with using the in-game systems for like the combat where you can like have it toggle to enemies that are near you, I recommend having that on. It makes the experience significantly easier for you rather than you having to manually select everything. If you do want to manually select everything, you'll see, I'm going to take my cursor away. This is with mouse. You'll see here, I have this icon here. This is target nearest enemy. So I do have the option to manually target, but for the most part, I let the game do that, and it's literally fine. So we have console port, and we have DynamicCam. The very last mod that you'll really need, now there are other mods you should get, but this is specifically talking about playing on controller, is called Immersion. And what Immersion does is it takes, rather than that big chunky block of text that you normally get, it will basically give you chat boxes that you can click through to read the dialogue as if you're having a conversation with those NPCs. It really just makes the experience a little bit better for you as you're going through, right? That's the main goal of it, right, is to make it a good experience. So again, and I'm just going to repeat this one more time. I'm going to try to keep this video under 5 minutes. We have console port, we have DynamicCam, and we have Immersion. With these three mods, you should be able to successfully play on controller in WoW. There's some additional configuring options. That we're going to go into here on game. Just housekeeping tips for you. System, I'm going to go to controls, and that controls is going to take me into my console port menu. Okay, so you can see here how I have my gamepad mapped. I'm going to go to bindings, and I'm going to click action bar, and I'm going to click action bars. Okay, here you can see all of my mappable abilities. Okay, now the easiest way to do this, I'm going to replace it. So like if I want to move this ability, I can pick this ability up and I can drop it right in here. I can open my spellbook. Okay, and let's go to Ret Paladin. Let's find Templar Strike, and I can just drag that in here. You can also just drag them down directly onto the icons where you want them mapped. I do recommend when you're doing this, try to have some sort of system or layout in mind as you're building it. It will help with you as you're going through gaming so that you know where your keybinds are. For example, right, so I have builders on my right, spenders on my left. I have my defensives when I click my left trigger. I have a few more offensives and my heals on my right trigger, and then left trigger, right trigger is my mounts and utility buttons, okay? We are going to go to System, Addons, and we're going to go here into DynamicCam, horizontal offset. Now this is one of the only things you'll really have to change. I recommend setting it at around 1.5. Adjust shoulder offset according to zoom level, enable. No offset when below zoom level 2. Real offset when above level 8. There are no adjustments that you need to make for immersion. That mod will work right out of the box. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now. If you liked this video, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Take care.